Alright guys, let's jump into Excel. Now we're going to see relative frequency table in Excel. Let me clarify something. Okay, you can get relative frequency with only this small tab. You're only gonna need the number of likes, the total, and how with this information you can get the relative frequency. Remember, it basically means comparing part of your data to the whole. That's why it's important, this. However, I wanted to explain to you this one because it's gonna give you a better view and you're going to understand better. So that's the reason. And here we got 5 columns: platform, likes, followers, engagement rate, and relative frequency. I'm going to explain it to you step by step. So as we said, we got the platform: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and this the second. We got the likes. Each platform got from posting the exact same video, 500, 800, 300. So if you only see these 2 columns, you will definitely think that TikTok is the best platform because obviously you get the most likes. However, to really see which platform performs better, we have to look at followers too, because followers show how big your audience actually is. So that's important to see this. So let's say here in Instagram got 2,000 followers, 10,000 on TikTok, and on YouTube 1,000. Okay, that's the size of your followers. This is important because that's how we're gonna get the engagement rate. So this basically, this column basically is going to verify if TikTok actually have the most engaged audience per follower. So that's the reason. How we're gonna get this? We need to type equal the number of likes divided by the number of followers. That's how we get this one. Now we have here percentage. However, if you got decimals, you only click right. You go under format cells and you have here all the options to change the format. That's all. And now we can just drag. We're gonna do again this one. There you go. And don't forget, I've been doing this before. However, you need to lock this with a $sign. That's important, okay, to can drag down. So as you can see here, TikTok only got 8% of engagement rate, and YouTube is actually the platform who get the most engaged audience per follower. So now let's see relative frequency, how we get this. We're gonna need a total of likes. I got already here, but if you don't remember, we just type equal, zoom, double click, and we highlight all the likes and we hit enter. That's how we get here the total likes. Now we're going to do this column, relative frequency. Remember, relative frequency basically means comparing part of your data to the whole. Okay, this basically tells us what percentage of all likes came from each platform, and the formula is you type equal and likes divided by the total of likes. That's basically this one, and you hit enter. Now to drag down, you need to lock this with a $sign here and here. There you go. And we can just drag. Let's do it one more time under the end, okay? There you go. If you want to go straight away to the relative frequency one more time, you only type equal. You're going to need the number of likes divided by the total of number of likes across all platforms. And you hit enter and you drag down. You see we have here error because we did not logged. So now we can log here with $sign here and here. So now we can drag them and we get it. How to check if your relative frequency is correct? So the total should be very close to 100% or exactly 1 if you are using decimals. So let's say we put zoom here, this one, and we hit enter, and it's basically 100%. We got with decimals, so that's why we got 0 there. Now we can finally see the whole picture. So remember, it's not just about how many likes you get, it's about how much those likes mean compared to your audience size. That's very important too. If we're going to give a quick look here, engagement rate. YouTube and Instagram have the most engaged audiences per follower. YouTube with a 30% and Instagram with 31%. And what happened with TikTok? It has large audience but low engagement. Okay, now to see the share of total likes, it's kind of a contribution quantity, okay? And it's definitely TikTok brings the highest volume of likes because of its larger audience size. Well guys, that's all. Hopefully it helps. See you in the next video. This is only a bite. Stay tuned for more.